Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. We've got another great show for you today, and I'm excited.
I am, because there's a lot of good things that I want to share with everybody.
That is correct. Now we're going to start off talking about a segment we did with MSD. Mm-hmm. You also had a lot of fun because you all had a national conference here that was recent,
Yes.
and that was?
With the Mo's Incorporated, a national African American organization, but we'll talk about it later.
Right, and of course, the Derby City Jazz Festival is coming up on August 10th and 11th. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
We're more than an energy company.
We are mothers,
Fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
with online updates to keep you safe and informed during the storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serving you.
The Derby City Jazz Festival happens August 10th and 11th at the Iroquois Amphitheater. We'll be doing it in the park with Pieces of a Dream, Marion Meadows, Adam Hartley, Lindsay Webster, Julian Vaughn, and more. And for the ladies on Saturday morning, it's Fabulous and Fit After 50, a women's empowerment brunch with national fitness expert Donna Richardson and a women's panel. For ticket information, go to derbycityjazzfest.com, Better Days Record, or Iroquois Amphitheater. The Ville's got its swag back. Well, as you know, we've been working with MSD for a few years now, and we've been with them, it feels like bringing a child into the world, because we were with them at the beginning of the project, which is the Basin Project that was down in Shawnee Park in the West End. And that project is completed, and we got an opportunity to catch up with Tony Parrott. So take a look at this piece. Well, I'm here at MSD with the executive director, Tony Parrott, and we're here celebrating something that probably gives him a sigh of relief, because they just completed a 2-year project. So first of all, welcome back to Urban Lifestyles.
Thank you for having us.
All right, now tell us about the 2-year project that went on down in Shawnee Park.
Well, for actually the last 2.5 years, we've been constructing a large combined sewer overflow basin. It's a 20 million gallon basin that is located actually in the middle of the Great Lawn in Shawnee Park. That project was something that is a part of our overall consent decree requirement, and it is something that when I first came to Louisville back in 2016, one of the first projects that we had to deal with, because it was located in the park, number one, and there was a lot of concern about us being in the park and how we were going to handle construction. And so we had a lot of communication and a lot of outreach and a lot of commitment that we had to make sure that we could get that project started. And we put together a great team of contractors and design engineers, and successfully completed the project on time and under budget. And that's what we were celebrating as a part of our ribbon cutting.
And you know, the project itself, it brought some great features down to the communities, a lot of new amenities and features. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, one of the things that we had to commit to, number one, is that we would make sure that we would restore the park to its original condition, which we think we've met that requirement. Secondly, because it was a park that was a part of the Olmsted Conservancy District, there was a lot of concern about making sure that we were creating an amenity for the park to make it more, I guess you could say, bring an element of beautification to the park. So we worked collectively with Louisville Metro Government and Louisville Metro Parks and the Conservancy District to make sure that we could come up with a plan to where we were giving something back to Shawnee Park. And so, for example, we committed to the construction of a outdoor pavilion and new restroom facilities. We agreed to refurbish the existing basketball courts that are located there in Shawnee Park. And we opened up an opportunity for the regrading of Hornig Field there, and the restoration of one of the ponds there that are on site. And of course, repaving the roadway in the park. So collectively, all of those amenities together are bringing value. There was over a $2 million commitment to make sure that even though this is a very large sewer project, that it ended up being something that brought not only benefit to MSD customers, but benefit to those folks that frequent the park and enjoy it.
You know, when you look at a project like this, we're always talking about the impact that it has not only on the community, but you also had a big impact on the workforce. So you definitely have to talk about that.
Well, one of the things that we also wanted to make sure that we brought into the mix was utilization of our existing policies that focus on the utilization of local labor. Our contractors used 83% local labor. So what does that mean? Essentially, we used 225 Jefferson County residents on this project, which is really phenomenal. We also had a commitment from our contractor to utilize minority and women-owned businesses as a part of the construction. We ended up with 21% utilization for minority-owned businesses and 14% for women-owned businesses. So when you think about the job creation aspect and you think about the economic inclusion aspect, I think this project has the opportunity to really be a model for large legacy projects going forward, and that's what we're real proud of.
You know, you look at the total project, as you said, it was 2.5 years. We were there on that cold day when you all were breaking ground. We've been underground with you all on that project. I felt like I'm an employee of MSD because we've been on every aspect of it. But now when you look at the total project, you know, how do you sum it all up? How do you take it full circle?
Well, I think when you look at the whole project, again, I think it's a model for how your policies and how your communication processes. We had a phenomenal stakeholder process that kept the community informed on what we were doing with the project. Our communication team and our engineering team did a great job of keeping the stakeholders informed on the status of our project. The project itself, we used a design-build approach, which means basically you're able to expedite and really start building while you're still finishing design, which saved us time and money. And then just the outcomes of now the project is complete, it is in operation, we've met the milestone under our federal consent decree, and now we have, every time there's a rain event, significant rain event, we're storing 20 million gallons of stormwater and wastewater during a rain event, and then when the rain event subsides, we can pump it back into our system for treatment at our Morris Forman treatment plant. And what that avoids is 20 million gallons of overflow into the Ohio River. So we're meeting our objectives of safe, clean waterways, and we're improving not only the environment, but we're improving the community, both with the project and also with the amenities that we've committed to and we've delivered.
You know, that project, it was just kind of amazing being there from the groundbreaking, watching it going through the transformation, going underground with them, and just seeing the great footprint that they left behind for the community.
The thing about MSD now, as compared to before, is innovation and positivity for the community. And under Tony Parrott's leadership, it's like all in and inclusivity. But he's there, to me, to make sure that the whole community has equal and make sure that the service that MSD provides is going to be top notch. And I'm telling you, so far that's been true.
Right, and if you haven't had a chance to get down to Shawnee Park, make sure you go through. It's worth the ride to go see. But again, it's just a really beautiful, a great beautification project to that part of the neighborhood.
It is.
And again, my hat's off again to Tony Parrott and MSD, and watch for other things that are happening. We'll take another quick break and back with more right after this.
#1 station for R&B. Magic 101.3.
With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3, the home of Steve Harvey and Morning Show.
Well, I know you're excited, and I'm tired because you a mole, and I still don't understand why I'm a mule. But you all had your national conference here, and it was a great time. I have to say kudos to you all. You all did a great job.
Thank you. That's the compliments that flowed from those who attended across the nation was the same thing. This was a great, great conference. But let's just take a peek into some of the things that went on. We had a very momentous occasion, a lot of celebration and historic, in fact, because we are here at the Galt House and we are celebrating the National Conclave for the Moles. And I'm here with the Louisville Moles President, Faye Owens. Faye, welcome to Urban Lifestyles, and this is exciting.
It's very exciting. I mean, I'm just so excited. I don't know what to do.
So, let's see, this is conclave number
69th.
And also, in regards to that, the Louisville chapter is hosting for this 69th conclave, but it is an anniversary for the Louisville Moles, and that number is?
The 60th year for the Louisville Moles, our anniversary.
I know there are a lot of people that are watching and like, wow, but what is the Moles?
The Moles is a national African American women association, and the women are called moles, and the males are called lovingly mules. And it was that's the way it was. It was originated in Virginia, and Virginia is our mother chapter. So most of our chapters are in Virginia. We have 31 chapters, and it's just marvelous. And we have about almost 800 members, I believe. I'm not sure.
In attendance for this conclave? No. Just overall for the nation.
For the conclave, we have about 660. Right.
Remarkable.
This is the first time we've had so many men to come. And I think the men came to the conclave because Louisville had so much to offer. Everybody wanted to go to Churchill Downs. All the men wanted to go to the Muhammad Ali, and the women wanted to come and wear their extreme hats.
So like with any national organization, we do have a national president. I want to introduce you to our national president, Mo Jody Gallman. And Jody, welcome to Urban Lifestyles, our TV show, and to Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, thank you so much for having us. We have had a ball, and we're 31 chapters from all across the United States, and we are so happy that Louisville is entertaining us this year.
I would say, how many, do you go attend conclave every year, if possible?
It is an annual event, and we look forward to it. Every year in June, we have a conclave.
What do you like most about conclaves?
I like seeing the old faces, the new faces, and as they say, the made-up faces.
So I would like ask you, do you always have for this conclave, so far we're rounding it up, what has been your favorite part of the activity that you like most?
Seeing the new baby moles. We call them baby moles for the new members. We have 74 new members. And Louisville has shown up and showed out. We have learned a lot about Louisville, and I tell you, the Louisville Moles have really done a fantastic job of making us welcome. I understand they are the gateway to the South for hospitality, so I agree.
And have you indulged in some of the like mint juleps and the derby pie and such?
We have, and as a matter of fact, the welcome reception was on Friday. Most of us could barely get up the next day.
Oh, the bourbon tasting.
Bourbon tasting, so it was absolutely wonderful. So now I have a new appreciation for bourbon, and I have some new bourbons that I'll be drinking.
So we have a lot of attendees across the nation, and here is a mule and a Mo, and I'm gonna let you all introduce yourself and where you're from.
I'm Mo Jean Pinkston of the Columbia, South Carolina chapter.
I'm Mule James Bennett, Columbia, South Carolina chapter.
So this mule does not belong to you.
He does not, but his wife is a very good sister mole of mine.
So share with me, what do you all have enjoyed most for the Louisville Conclave?
The Louisville chapter has done a wonderful job to host this conclave. It's our 69th annual, and it has been amazing the way they've rolled out the red carpet for us.
Now, I know as moles, we enjoy it because it's our conclave, but as a Mule's perspective, what have you liked most?
Oh, it's always the friendship, the relationship to renew time and time again. We've been associated with this, the Moles, for over 22 years, and we wouldn't miss it for anything.
Now, what is part of some of your favorite activities as a Mule?
Well, the luncheon is always a good activity, and today at Muhammad Ali Center was a great fellowship with the luncheon and the opportunity to peruse around and look at the history of Muhammad Ali and what he meant to Louisville, not only to Louisville, but to this nation.
So we have more Southerners here still in the house, and I'm going to introduce you to another couple that's attending the conclave. Ladies first, and you are, and where you from?
I'm Mole Gwen Clements, and I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
And I'm Mule Michael Clements from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, yes.
Mike, I like the way you smiled when you said it. I'm Mule. So what have you all enjoyed most about the Louisville Conclave since you've been here?
Oh, just being in the city with all the excitement, all the wonderful exhibitions that they've done. Their reception yesterday was just phenomenal. The dinner last night was great, and the luncheon this afternoon was fantastic because I won a hat.
You had hat as centerpieces at the luncheon.
Yes.
So isn't that marvelous?
I was one of the lucky recipients, so of course I'm going home tomorrow smiling.
And for you, Michael, the luncheon and so forth, what have you enjoyed?
The luncheon was very, very nice, but I also love the city. We had a chance to look at the galleries and the Muhammad Ali exhibits, and it was just absolutely wonderful. So I'm looking forward to coming back here and spending some real good quality time.
Like Derby a bit. Did you all go to experience the track?
Well, we didn't get a chance to do that, but we did visit Churchill Downs, and we loved that experience, and seeing the racetrack and also talking to a few of the people there was a great experience for us.
You know, it seems like from the time that your guests started coming into town, they were going nonstop. Got an opportunity to hang out with a lot of the fellows. They really enjoyed Louisville. They thought that we really did a good job in terms of giving them things and activities to do that really kind of showcased Louisville and what it had to offer.
The thing about it is, surprising to some and not to others who attended, is that Louisville is a city that has a lot going on.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does. And a lot of times we take it for granted here. But those that were visiting us from the Ali Center to all the different distilleries and bourbon tours
And Churchill
Downs and everything in between.
And the way the Moles party.
Yes. And what do you say? It's later than you think?
Oh, yes.
So,
enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. That's our motto.
That is it. We'll take another break and back with more right after this. Derby City Jazz Festival happens August 10th and 11th at the Iroquois Amphitheater. We'll be doing it in the park with Pieces of a Dream, Marion Meadows, Adam Hartley, Lindsay Webster, Julian Vaughn, and more. And for the ladies on Saturday morning, it's Fabulous and Fit After 50, a women's empowerment brunch with national fitness expert Donna Richardson and a women's panel. For ticket information, go to DerbyCityJazzFest.com, Better Days Record, or Iroquois Amphitheater. The Ville's got its swag back. Of course, one of our newest partners is Ivy Brito with State Farm Insurance. So, Ivy, what information do you have for us today?
Hi, I'm Ivy Brito with State Farm Insurance. Today's segment, we're going to be talking about permanent life insurance. And as you can see, I'm sitting at the kitchen table where most life insurance conversations are held. Remember when we were growing up and the insurance man came to the door and all that we knew was we gave them a monthly premium, somebody passed away, and then they gave us a check to help with the final expenses? Well, it's only in recent years that permanent life insurance has been thought of as an asset. And what I mean by that is permanent life insurance builds cash value as you pay your monthly premiums. It's not going to grow overnight, but the premiums are fixed. And the policy stays in force for as long as you live, as long, again, as you pay the premiums. So what are some of the advantages of this cash value that's inside this policy? Let's take a look at some of the things that you can do. Many people will use it. They can take out a loan, and that loan does not have any scheduled payments, so it's a lot more flexible than an installment loan that you might get from a bank. But many people can use the cash value inside of that policy for purchases. If you want to purchase a car, if you want to purchase some appliances at your home, if you need to do any home improvements, those are things that are often easy to do. Business owners may use it for any capital improvement needs that they may have. And again, you don't have to go to a bank to get qualified for credit. You go to your insurance agent and they can help you get a check for the cash value that's in that policy. Permanent life insurance is more expensive than term life insurance. Term is for a specific need and period of time. So permanent life insurance, because of the feature that's inside that policy, will allow you to have more flexibility in terms of the living benefits. If you haven't sat down with an insurance professional, please do so that you can get a better idea of the costs. They'll work with you on how to go about establishing how much you should use. And it's also based on not only your age, but also your health condition. So again, if you haven't sat down with an insurance professional, if you need more information on how to take advantage of this awesome benefit of the cash value of permanent policies, call your insurance company today. Max and Denise, back to you.
Well, as always, Ivy, thanks for that information. Always something that's beneficial.
It's always vital and essential and valuable.
You are correct.
I mean, no, seriously, the information that she's provided, yes.
And seriously, you are correct. I'm trying to agree with you.
Thank you, Ivy.
Right. We'll take another break and back with more right after this.
Hi, I'm Tendra Osborne, the One Water Customer Care Manager. I currently operate both the MSD and Louisville Water call centers, supervising the staff with the day-to-day operations. I've been in this position for about 8 months now. With the company, I've been here 6 years. The work environment, everybody is fun and energetic. We're all like a family here. As far as the work, we enjoy working with people within the community. Also internally, we just love face-to-face customer service as well as internally in the call center. Me, myself, I've held 3 positions within the company, so there's always room for growth. I do get a lot, how are you a customer care manager dealing with the irate callers and the things of that nature? How can you do that type of work? And I tell them we receive more good calls than we do bad calls, I should say. So that is the biggest question that I get. When we get that customer that's totally happy and appreciate the service they receive, we enjoy getting the kudos, the pat on the back. We send that information out to the department to kind of like a recognition for the department. So we do enjoy receiving the pats on the back and getting them warm and fuzzies when customers are appreciating our service. Actually, I've tried many different states, their water, and Louisville is always the best. I would have to say Louisville Water, the best pure tap in the United States.
Well, once again, thanks again to
Louisville Water Company. You know what's great though? Because we take it for granted sometimes, but every time we turn on the tap, and Louisville is cited for some of the best water, tasting water and clean.
That is it.
These are some of the people that make it happen for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
From behind the scenes.
That's right.
And speaking of something that's coming up and being behind the scenes, we're going to be behind the scenes August 10th and 11th for the Derby City Jazz Festival. We're at our new location, our new place we like to call home, which is the Iroquois Amphitheater. We've got a great lineup on both days, starting on Saturday. And who's our opener?
I know he's trying to get me.
Trey Daniels.
Yes.
And then we have Marion Meadows. We've got Lynn Roundtree. We've got Lindsay Webster and a whole lot more people that are coming in on Saturday. Then on Sunday, you've got Pieces of a Dream.
Yes.
You've got Louisville's own Cheryl Rouse.
Oh, yeah.
You have got Eric Darius, Julian Vaughn.
Yes.
And there's somebody else that I'm always missing, but we've got at least 14 great
Because
artists.
there are so many artists, and you're talking about what you would pay to see 1 or 2 people in a concert. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck because you're seeing a plethora of all these artists for a nominal cost. I mean, you can't beat it.
It's a great It's a great cost. It's a great venue.
Yeah.
We've got some great retail vendors that are going to be there, some great food vendors, cigar vendors, and it's just going to really be a great time.
And when that sun goes down and those melodious tunes are filling the air, woo,
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, you still have time. You can pick up tickets at Better Days Records. You can get tickets online at DerbyCityJazzFest.com, or you can simply go out to Iroquois Amphitheater. And trust me, there's not a bad seat in the house. The only bad seat is if you are not in the house. So make sure you're making plans to get your tickets now.
There are a lot of different genres of music festivals around here. But if you're not a smooth jazz enthusiast, you need to become one and come on out.
Right. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the Derby City Jazz Festival and that fantastic lineup.
We're more than an energy company.
We are mothers,
Fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during the storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serving you.
Derby City Jazz Festival happens August 10th and 11th at the Iroquois Amphitheater. We'll be doing it in the park with Pieces of a Dream, Marion Meadows, Adam Hartley, Lindsay Webster, Julian Vaughn, and more. And for the ladies on Saturday morning, it's Fabulous and Fit After 50, a women's empowerment brunch with national fitness expert Donna Richardson and a women's panel. For ticket information, go to DerbyCityJazzFest.com, Better Days Record, or Iroquois Amphitheater. The Ville's got its swag back. Well, you know, as I said, the Derby City Jazz Festival, we're only about 40 days away. I know I'm excited.
I am very excited. A lot of people have been coming up to me saying, I'm excited. I know people have been trying to get tickets, you know, at some of the ticket places, and those bunch of tickets have been sold out. But go back because you're going to be replenished to get more because that's what's happening. You don't want to miss.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. So we hope to see you there. Again, you're undercover. The Iroquois Amphitheater has been totally remodeled, renovated. There's not a bad seat in the house.
Not a bad seat.
And you're going to have a great time. So, you know, I think definitely that's our show.
Ooh, that's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.